It was the Grammys and the NAACP Image Awards all in the same weekend. We got all the red carpet hotness coming right up. Black Hollywood Live's Fashion 411.
You are tuned in to Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411.
Bounce with it, y'all. Bounce with y'all.
We got to celebrate a little bit.
All right.
They won a little bit.
Yeah, birthday girl right here.
I ain't sorry.
Yeah, I ain't sorry.
No.
No. That means I really am sorry. Nigga, no.
What? No. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here at Black Hollywood Live's Fashion 411. Of course, we are listening to the Queen Bee because, you know, she did her thing this weekend.
Yes.
She did it at the Grammys, and we got all kinds of fashion to talk about this week because we had the Grammys in the same weekend as the NAACP Image Awards.
It's a lot, right?
Busy weekend.
It was all kinds of black folk magic going on.
Yes.
So I am your host, Courtney Stewart. I'm joined on the panel this week by Miss Deanna Vaughn.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, you gotta put your hands high.
Boy, bye.
We had to do that. And next to Miss Deanna, we got Miss Rhonda Ray in the building.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
So, did y'all enjoy the Grammys? Did you get a watch?
I watched it. Yeah, I didn't watch all of it.
Me either.
It was long.
It was long. It was really long. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really long.
It's long.
But it's gotten a little urban.
It's
Yeah.
But you know, color in it.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I just, yeah.
I appreciated that so many people use it as a platform to, you know, have a voice and speak out about what's happening.
Yes, they
So
did.
That's awesome.
that was really important.
Yeah,
Yes, they
that
did.
platform.
Yes, they
Great
did. And there
platform
were
for
some
that.
great tributes.
Yes,
And
there
I thought
were.
Bruno Mars in his purple suit was just
I love
amazing.
Bruno Mars.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did great. He tore it up. All right,
Yeah.
so let's talk about the red carpet, but we're going to start because Saturday the NAACP Image Awards went down, and there was all kinds of talent on the red carpet, and they were all wearing some very interesting little get-ups. So we're going to start with the Image Awards, and then we'll make
Let's
our way
see
into
what
the
we have
Grammys that happened on
here.
Sunday. So first up,
Yes.
as we are following Miss Janelle Monae.
Oh, that's
Because
right. It's like a story
we just following her for award season because she's basically going to be at any and everything, and she was there, and she was wearing this black layered skirt, long sleeve bodice, high neck gown by Ashy Studio, and she rocked these super high ankle strapped heels also, and it was just showing all kinds of legs.
All kinds of thighs.
And she kept, it went all the way
All
up,
the
okay?
way up.
All the way up. We got all her leg. And she kept her little Afro puff buns for her hair. What did you guys think?
Well, it's interesting because now that we're following her, we can start to see some trends with these red carpet looks, right? So what was it for the SAG Awards?
Yes.
She did another high-low
High-low,
yeah.
thing,
yes.
so I feel like that's kind of her thing now.
Now.
Well, it's very on trend. The high-low
yeah.
thing is very on
It
trend.
is.
So, it's costumey, but I like it for her.
Yes.
I like it for her. It seems that the signature puffs. I
Yes.
mean, she's starting to establish those puffs.
That's what
as,
she's going
as
to
her
be
signature.
doing. I wonder why.
Yeah, but pretty girl though. Really, really pretty girl.
she is pretty, and that leg looked real strong, and the
real
arch of that foot and the heel. I was like, okay, serve, girlfriend.
I'm not mad at her.
Yes.
I'm not mad at her at all.
I will say for me, it was the least costumey so far because we had that polka dot high-low thing.
Exactly.
So
Yes,
I feel like
that's
it's
right.
moving in the direction I wanted to see. So I appreciated it quite a bit.
I
actually.
did too.
It's solid
Yeah.
black. At least it's not the signature black and white.
Yes.
You know, so
Exactly.
it's solid black. So
Yes, and she didn't
yeah.
have the specks in her hair like she had
Yes.
before, so it's like it tuned down a little bit. So we'll see.
Yeah, much more played down look, which I appreciated.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
How do you think she was able to sit down in that dress?
I don't know.
That was just a red carpet dress.
Just Or maybe you flip just to the right side. I don't even know.
I
It's a
wouldn't be
lot.
surprised if she had a change because several
Yes,
people in the
exactly.
audience, if you notice,
Absolutely.
they
Change
changed.
it
So,
once
Absolutely.
after she got off the carpet.
Yeah.
The skirt part of it might have detached.
That too. It might turn into a prayer cloth
Right,
with that tail on train. So she can just
true.
put it over the thighs. But I don't know. But we'll see her again in 2 weeks, guys,
Very
for the
soon.
Oscars. Because
Yes.
she'll be there for
Absolutely.
Moonlight. It's in 2
Gee
weeks.
whiz,
So.
it really is award season, huh?
I know,
Wow.
and it's flying by. All
It
right.
is. February's almost gone. How
I
about
can't
that?
believe it.
only
Gee whiz.
All right, we're going to move on. Miss Gabourey Sidibe, who we haven't really seen on the red carpet much this season. She was at the NAACP Image Awards, and she was wearing this yellow frock with blue peacock feathers all over it. And she was looking bright and excited and had the big hair because, you know, we always love a big hair. What'd you guys think?
I thought it was nice. I seen it in person. I took a picture with her there. I was actually at the awards, and I think it was good for her. It gave me a little of the kind of Afrocentric garb, but not really. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I like it for her.
I actually like it for
yeah.
her as well because it gave her some shape, you know.
I was just going to say,
Yes,
it definitely
it
gave her
did.
some shape.
And she doesn't do that a lot. So I think, and I know she lost a little bit of weight. So I think she's finally starting to, you know, call some attention to her waist
Yeah.
and cinch it in. And I like the dolman sleeves.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yes.
you're right. It's definitely on the, you know, Afrocentric grass fields type
Yeah.
print, but not so much. I like it on her. And I love
Yeah.
the hair. I think
I love the hair.
fits perfectly.
It's so funny because I actually love the dress on her. I thought it looks great. I like that there was the waistband and I love the sleeve and all of that. I actually would have changed the hair only
Really?
because I don't
Really?
know, something about the hair and the sleeve and the pattern. Like it just, I would like more face. And
What
I
would you have
just-
done?
I was sitting here trying to figure that out. I don't know. I don't know if I would have made, if I was going to have big hair, would some of it been a ponytail and then maybe big in the back so that it wasn't
Okay.
sort of that, you know, TP around the face so that I got a little more face. I think I would have appreciated that. I like the big hair mix because of the Afrocentrism of the outfit.
Yeah,
but
it works.
It felt like it was, for me, it was a little too much, including the sleeves and the pattern. I would have liked a little more face.
I only wish she wasn't resting her hands.
Like,
right, so we
in
can
that
really
center
see,
seat.
right?
Yeah.
I
so we
wish
can
she
really
wasn't
see.
posed like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh well.
I love the color though.
Yeah.
I love
I
some
do too.
color on the carpet. So get it, Gabourey.
Yeah.
All
Good
right.
for you. Good for
Somebody
you.
else who's been in a little hiding but popped up on the red carpet was Miss Tika Sumpter.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
she
she had a
just had a baby
Oh,
recently.
wow, yeah.
And she was wearing
Okay.
this Solace London Resort 2017 sleeveless royal blue jumpsuit. And it was sort of like a ruffle top, but then wide palazzo-y like pants, because you can barely tell that it was actually pants, except for in the runway picture, you could definitely tell there were pants, but in her, it didn't quite show that well.
Did you see this in person?
I did not, but I don't really care for it there. I just don't. I just don't care for it.
It's too much fabric.
It's a lot of fabric.
There's
It's
no
drapey.
shape,
Yeah.
and I get that she just had a baby, but she still looks like her body.
There's shape
Yes.
underneath there,
There's
though.
shape underneath
There's
there,
shape underneath
yes.
there. She's actually done the show here recently, and she had on something kind of bodycon, so there's
Okay,
shape underneath
yeah.
there for
Yeah.
sure.
I
mean-
it just looks like she didn't give it any thought.
Yeah. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Last minute or something.
And it didn't. They didn't fit it to her at all
Didn't-
because there was
yeah.
a split with the runway show, and the runway model in it looked like it was the best. Like I was like, I want that myself. But then when I saw her
Really?
in it, I was like, they didn't
Really?
do nothing
Wow.
with the shape of that at all.
Interesting.
It's shapeless. It's,
Yeah.
And then the hair was all the way back,
Yeah.
and even I like delicate jewelry, sort of. But then the face was very plain. She didn't do much makeup, and the hair was off, and the necklace was tiny. So I don't.
And she's such a pretty girl.
She's a beautiful
Yeah,
girl.
she's my
Yeah.
Black Barbie, and I was like,
Yes,
"Hey, girl."
absolutely.
Even when she was pregnant, she had that
Yeah.
beautiful white gown she wore. I think actually to the last year Image
Yeah.
Awards, and it was beautiful.
Yeah,
But you know.
yeah. I would have loved to see at least a statement piece around the neck
Yes.
or some
Yeah.
dangled type of earring or just something, because it doesn't even look like she has anything on her arms,
Nope.
no jewelry at all. It just seems
Or
really,
a bag.
yeah.
She's carrying a bag? I can't tell.
Yeah, I think she has
a bag in
something,
that
a little
hand,
clutch in her hand, but it just doesn't seem well thought out.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
I needed them to make them pant legs a little bit smaller just for her. But
Yeah.
you try, girl. We're glad to see you back out, though, doing your thing. All right, next up, Miss Yara Shahidi was also there, star of our favorite show, Blackish, and possibly
cute.
about to get a
Love
spin-off,
that.
a lot different world. And we've been watching her too. She's wearing
We
Blue
did.
Marine fall 2016, and this was like sort of a silvery gray
Like a
blue.
mint
we don't
or
really
something,
know.
huh?
Yeah.
Mint, perhaps.
Yeah.
But it was all the way up to the neck, ruffles around the neck, buttons down the front, very Victorian.
Tuxedo. Victorian.
Victorian. Is that a vest like? Is that what that
It
looks
wasn't
like?
an actual vest. Like it didn't look like it was.
But it had silhouette
But
of
it
the
has
vest.
the silhouette of the vest for
Yeah.
sure, and long sleeves.
Yeah, very
so
Victorian.
very
Yeah,
Victorian,
yeah.
very covered up. Which
Complete departure from what we saw 2 weeks ago. You
Yeah,
know,
the
she was showing
pattern,
some skin,
arms
the
out, yeah.
pattern,
Yeah.
The stomach was out.
Yeah, I'm all for a good switch up, so I'm not mad at that at all. I actually like it. I like the color. I like the shape of it. I just like it. It's appropriate for her age. I like her.
I would have not done a full skirt, a floor-length skirt. I wish it was a shorter skirt.
Because she's so covered on the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I like the switch up that it's sort of Victorian, but it would have been a nice play for me if it was like a different length of a skirt.
Even with the long sleeves at top.
It's the something about the proportion just seems, it's like she's long on the bottom and it's pooling on the floor, and then the top she's all the way up
Choked
to her
up.
neck. It's
It
like
just-
one or the other.
something.
But I do
needed.
love the color.
Yeah,
I don't hate it.
It's a different. It's a very different color too. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But you know, she did it. All right. Next
Yeah,
up, Miss
I like
Andra Day was also at the Image Awards, and then she popped over to the Grammys. So we'll start with her.
And I rise up. Sorry.
Rise up today.
Yes.
Well,
So
that's strobing, first of all.
yeah, honey. Okay, so she went full 70s glam when she was at the Image Awards. She had the was she wearing the blue and white
to pull
pattern
this up.
two-piece, and she had fuchsia pointy-toe heels on. She had a like bouffant ponytail and some big old blue earrings and some glasses, honey. She had
Wow.
all the accessories on in that look. What y'all think?
She didn't hold no punches, huh?
I love that Miss Diana Ross Supreme's hairdo.
I actually really love, I love it. I love everything about it.
I'm so into it.
I like that she did a magenta, you know, so she did a different
pop of
pop of color
color.
with that
Yep.
shoe. It's just so retro. It's so like 70s down to the, I love it.
But then it's super modern to me
It's
because
so yeah.
the off the
It's chic.
shoulder and then the pant shape is a little
Yeah.
like it's sort of
That's
pencil
funky. I
pants,
love
but
it.
Yeah.
Who's the designer?
I don't know the designer for the blue and white.
It's gorgeous.
I do not know, but yeah.
Well,
she
you know,
did.
I look at TV from the inside out. So
Yeah.
the first thing that comes to my mind is it's stroby, but I do like the outfit. I don't know if I would have rocked those earrings with it.
Yeah.
But I love the pop of color. Yeah, it's very retro. It's very, very retro.
Very
Both
retro
of them
and
are
yes,
very retro.
Her second look when she was at the Grammys last night was this floaty peach and apricot high neck gown. She also wore blue heels with that one, so she's doing multiple colors.
yeah,
And she did a hair full of flowers because she wanted a little, ode
Well,
to
I'll
the
tell you
flower
this:
childness.
she's unforgettable. You know,
Yeah,
This
for
is
real.
true.
she'll be. We'll be talking.
The second look, I'm not so I'm not fond of the second one as much. I like how she played with color, but it's it's matronly. She looks like she's ready to sing in the choir.
Again, too much material.
It's just
right?
it's too much. It's a little, especially coming from the other look. It's too much.
I think it's funny because that's why I kind of love it because it's like for me I feel like I'm looking at like Aretha Franklin a la
Yeah.
1971
Yeah,
and like it just I don't know
1971
something
is
about
right.
it worked for me. I don't know, and I feel like the flowers and the hair softened it to me and it made it less like it made it more fun and not so much the matronliness that it could have been read as. So it worked for me, but
Well, if I had to pick, I'd pick A.
of course,
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to wear a.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to wear
You
a.
could like
Yeah.
just wear that casually. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, with
fabulous.
flats.
Yes,
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I love the neckline of that.
I love,
the
that's
two-piece.
what I
like,
do love about that.
That's a
is
hot neckline this
do
season,
love that
too.
neckline.
Off the shoulder.
Yeah.
Yes, and
it's very popular
if anything,
right now.
she was interesting. Like
She's very
she
interesting.
went
So maybe that's the word I was
interesting,
looking for. Like, yeah, she's definitely interesting with both of her looks. But I love that she takes risk and pops those colors in there.
We appreciate you,
Yeah.
Andra. You did big things.
Yeah,
All right. So obviously it's the Grammys. So like the queen of Grammys, Miss Rihanna, was floating her little way down the red carpet, and she was wearing this tangerine crystal halter top and a pleated black skirt by Imani Privé, and she was wearing a crystal buckle on all of that by Roger Vivier, and she also had a whole bunch of Chopard jewels just dripping all over herself. What did you guys think?
See, that looked red on my TV when I was watching.
Yeah,
Tangerine.
it did.
Yeah,
It
it
was
did look
tangerine.
red.
It was tangerine.
Oh, I
Is
thought it
that
was
her
red.
tattoo?
That's her
That's her
tattoo
tattoo,
under her bust
yeah.
line. Yes, you could see it very clearly.
Yeah, a little tacky.
Lots of rings.
I'm just.
Deanna's frowning.
I don't know. It's just all. It just doesn't seem like a cohesive look because she's got this long flowing red hair, and then you've got this tank top. Then we see your tattoo, and then you have this beautiful skirt, and then all the jewelry. I feel like I like parts of it, but I don't like it all together.
She's Fenty on the top and
Yes.
Huck Tour on the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's why I love it, because it's like ratchet, but
It is
glam, like
It's very
bold, like,
Riri, right? It's kind of tacky.
Yes. If anybody else wore it, I would be like, what
Correct,
is going
exactly,
on? And I
yeah.
usually I'd be like, cover up that tattoo. But somehow it felt like jewelry to me when she
Okay.
was sitting, and
Yeah.
like you could see, I was like,
Okay.
wait, is she
I-
wearing body jewelry? Oh no, that's her tattoo for real. Like,
Yeah.
Is that
it worked.
is that like a? I wonder if that's a permanent one, or do you think she did that just for the?
Oh no,
purpose
she
of this
has
look?
had
She
that
has
for a
that.
while.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think
All right.
because it's like feathers or something. I don't really
Yeah, it
remember
kind of
what
wraps
the tattoo
around.
is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
It's
See, when she was sitting at the Grammys, I didn't even see the bottom. I just
couldn't see it
I saw
either.
from the waist,
Waist
up.
up.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
she's a risk taker. She
Yeah,
does her
she
own thing.
Again,
And the look
she-
on her face, like what?
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 Yeah, what you
I
gonna
want
say?
you to say something.
Yeah.
Kind of like when she went to the Grammys with the hair wrapped, with
Yes.
the bobby pin. So
Yes.
like waiting
Oh,
for
it
you
was
to
beyond,
yeah. Like what? Only I can do this.
Exactly. Well, she did that.
Yeah,
so
she did.
There we go.
Oh, I love Riri. Either way it goes.
Either way it goes, it works. It works,
Yeah.
girl. Okay,
Yeah.
something else that was working something interesting was Miss Solange, and she was
Okay.
a winner last night. So congratulations
That
for
is
best R&B
good.
performance for Cranes in
Yeah.
the Sky. She was wearing a pleated gold lame Gucci gown
Mm-hmm.
with this huge statement shoulder and clear sandals.
Not stripper sandals, though,
Not
right?
stripper. They weren't like, you know.
Because I can't see from here.
Yeah, I couldn't see if the heel was actually like a
No,
loose
it's
side
like-
heel,
yeah.
but they were just the clear plastic
Okay.
like, over the top. So, thoughts, concerns?
I'm just looking. It has so many layers to it.
There's a
And I gotta see
lot
that.
of layers. A lot of
many
layers. She had
things
like
going on.
she also went for like the two fro puffs, a little bit less kept. It was a little bit messier than Miss Janelle Monae's and a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I do like a little gold lame. I like the split. I don't know if I like the peplum with the split and
that's a
then the
lot.
shoulder.
And then
Yes.
So maybe if the peplum wasn't there for me, I would like a lot
Take
more.
the peplum
totally
away,
agree.
put a belt, and then
Right,
boom.
really cinch that
To cinch
waist,
the
give it
waist.
some definition.
And then she's giving like Diana Ross.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The statement is great here. I love the statement. I think the statement with the split would have been perfect. The peplum just kind of throws me off a little bit.
It
Yeah.
looks like an apron that
Agreed.
they
Yeah.
threw on. It didn't
Yeah.
work. Gucci, what were you doing?
Yeah.
You were
so.
over designing.
Yeah, you know they do that a lot of the time.
The color looks good on her though.
It looks great on her.
Pops on her
yeah,
skin.
Yeah, and lame is it's in
It's
trend
in
right now. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
in right now. So she was in, you know.
She was in,
And she
it's
went
Solange.
in. So,
you know what I mean? It's Solange. I mean, I don't. I don't hate it. It's
No.
definitely.
You would give her a seat at the table.
You would.
I definitely would.
I'd hang out at a table.
Yeah.
And she actually changed. She changed dresses, and then when she received the award and did the press in the back, it was this other like floaty sort of black and white
Yeah, I wouldn't have
ethereal number that
expected
was
anything
you know,
different, you
Beautiful
know?
girl. So
Yeah, no.
keep doing it. At least you're
Yeah.
bringing some fashion.
And you won a Grammy. Is this her first Grammy?
It was her first
Yeah.
Oh,
Grammy,
that's
guys.
awesome.
So
Yeah.
yes,
That's awesome.
Congratulations. I wonder
Okay.
if that is something that's never happened is two sisters winning for
being
separate
nominated?
projects.
Oh.
Because Beyonce won, even though she
that's
only won
true.
for urban contemporary or something.
Yeah.
Huh, they
Whatever it
might have
was,
said
but
She didn't
I don't know if that's like
win the album of the year.
she didn't win album of the year, song of the year, like none of that. But whatever, she was urban contemporary.
Yeah.
whatever
What the hell that means, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so next up we had Miss Laverne Cox, who was a presenter.
I saw Miss
and she
Laverne
went
walk out there. She
all the way
sashayed.
sexy, honey.
Yes, she did.
wore this daring bear chain lace Brian
Yes.
Hearns dress and strappy Stuart Weitzman heels. She had all her sides out and doing all kinds of things.
She wasn't playing no games.
I think she looks fantastic.
Me
And
too.
you know how we talk about the whole midi length and how it's tough
Yes.
with this shoe? It works here. And I don't know if it's
Yes.
because we can see her skin on the side, so it lengthens her leg. But she looks fabulous.
I like it.
Yes,
I like
honey.
everything about it. When she came out and then just her
Gorgeous.
whole swag, the way
Yes.
she walked out, she knew she looked fierce.
She knew she looked fierce.
Yes.
And I think this is the best I've ever seen her look on a red
She
carpet.
looked good.
agree.
Because usually I feel like she's very like
She misses it a
pageant
little bit.
Yeah.
and flowy, and that
Well, she's
to
finding
me,
her groove.
Yeah,
She's
that.
finding her groove.
and her
Great
body,
body,
looks
though.
amazing.
Yeah, great
you
body.
can't have anything hanging out on the
No,
sides.
honey,
Like
'cause
that
as
dress
soon as
is
you
not
sit down,
forgiving.
like-
Well, she's commando, right? She's got to be.
She
Commando,
or Shibu
every-
Couture, a little one of those panty strips.
Oh,
yeah, something's going on.
panty strip. That's what we resort to
Yeah.
in these.
Oh, but she looks fabulous.
Yes, hair and makeup. I
Wow.
thought everything worked perfect.
Yes,
in
I
this
did
look.
too.
Yeah, she looked fantastic.
Strange.
Yes.
Strange. Love it.
You did. All right. And of course, we're going to close it out with the Queen Bee because she was toting around them twins, y'all. And she
She
said,
was
I don't
toting them, right?
care. I'm putting on a bright ruby sequin Peter Dundas gown and $12 million of Lorraine Schwartz diamonds.
12 million.
$12 million.
Not thousand, y'all.
$12 million
Catch that.
of Lorraine Schwartz. Cash that.
She's good for it.
Wow,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. That's the only
She's
reason
good
why
for
they
it.
let her wear it.
Yeah, they showed up in an armor truck.
Yeah. Yeah, she was glittering.
Yeah. Awesome, Beyonce.
Do we
Just
know how far
awesome.
along she is?
No,
because I feel like
nobody's sure. People are saying like 4 or 5 months.
I would say 4 or 5 months.
because apparently, like they're saying that she's going to perform for Coachella.
Coachella.
So it's like, well, if she's going to perform for Coachella, she can't be.
Yeah,
You know
she's
what?
gonna
For
have to be
all we
sitting.
Have to
know,
be
she
already-
might be like 6-7 months at
That's
this
what I was
point, and she
thinking.
gonna have that baby in secret somewhere like a month before
That's
Coachella,
what I
and then
was
pop
thinking.
up,
And
snatch
then-
back, and we'll be like, wait,
Yeah.
did
Exactly.
you? What?
Yeah.
Because she
Yeah.
That's
fools
in
us
April.
all the time.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. She's got to be a lot further on than what we think, but she looks fabulous.
She looks fantastic. She looked like she was dressed to win Album of the Year, and it was so upsetting that she
Aw,
did it because
I
like that was the outfit for Album of the Year.
It really
But
was.
But
It
you
was
know
Adele,
what?
though, right?
Yeah, it was
Adele,
Adele.
Yeah.
Adele, she gave it
She
back.
attributed to
She
her.
did.
She's
Gave
the only
it
one
back.
that I know can stop a performance
That's
and be
true.
like, I
And she
messed
was
up.
like, no,
Let's
we
start
gotta
again.
start
We gotta
over,
do this
y'all.
again.
Yes, yes.
I was like, okay, they already
Good.
know that she's got the money to pay for that extra airtime.
They were like, we got you, girl.
We got
But
you. Go
all
ahead, start
right.
the number
Go
over.
ahead, girl. Start the whole orchestra over. It's all
Whatever
good.
you'd like.
But congratulations to all the winners at the NAACP
Yeah.
Image Awards and at the Grammys. Beyonce, you look fabulous,
Yes, you
darling,
do.
as you always do.
Yes.
But it is Black History Month, and this is
Definitely.
Fashion 411, so we need to know a little bit about some Black history and some fashion.
Exactly.
So what you got, Deanna?
So yeah, I wanted to take the time to just, educate everyone on a few names that maybe you've never heard of because this is Black History Month, the
Yes.
shortest month of the year. But before I
Just to throw that in.
Just to throw
But
that right
before
on
I
in.
get started, I have to just say, Rachel Lindsay.
Congratulations, girl.
Congratulations. First Black Bachelorette. It
Yay.
took 13 seasons for them
Yes.
to do it.
Yes.
We're talking about that today.
Congratulations. Very happy for her.
So
All
is
right.
it is the deal sealed? I'm sorry to cut you off, but is
Is
the
it
deal?
sealed?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
it
they
is.
announced
It's
NBC,
done.
ABC
Good.
announced
Yeah,
it.
it's
so
official.
Okay, good.
official.
It is official. I mean, I
Wonderful.
can't believe it took this long for it to happen, but it has happened
happened.
nonetheless.
It's Yeah.
All right, so we're going to talk about a little fashion. So, do you guys know who Ann Lowe is? Have you heard of Miss Ann Lowe? Well, Anne Lowe, all right, she was a designer. In 1953, she designed Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis'
Oh,
her
that's
wedding
good
dress.
to know.
Yes, she did.
And here is a little unknown fact. 10 days before the wedding, she had a pipe break in her little studio in New York City. She didn't let that get her down. She had to go back and redesign the wedding gown and 11 bridesmaids' dresses in 10 days. And she got the job done.
Hey.
Talk about
and it's
perseverance.
Making it work.
Yeah.
Right, making it work. And then,
Absolutely.
do you also know, this is another little unknown fact, when she showed up to deliver the dress for Jackie O's wedding, she was told to go around to the back.
Oh.
But when she said, well, I don't know how she's going to get this wedding dress, that's when they let her in. So she, you know, I think she's one of those unspoken
Yep.
people that we really don't hear about a lot when it comes to fashion, you know, and
Thank you for that.
African Americans, you know, in our
Yeah.
history.
Especially as much as people talk about Jackie
Right.
Onassis, her
Exactly.
wedding dresses, her
Yeah.
fit while she was in the White
Yeah.
House, like
Yep.
all of it. Nobody brings
They're
that
knocking it off. They're
Yeah.
doing all
Yep.
kinds of things. Don't know the history behind it.
Exactly.
Thank
She
you.
passed away in 1981 at the age of 83, and she really never got that credit
Yeah.
that's due. But you can actually see some of her work at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. It's in the archives. So just she's one that you should know. Anne Lowe. Next
Okay,
up, we
Anne Lowe.
have Mr. Patrick Kelly. Have you guys heard of Patrick Kelly?
This one I don't know.
Okay, well,
I've
Patrick
heard of him.
Kelly, he was a designer. He was born in Mississippi, and he was known for just using a lot of like bright colors, graphics. But what he was also known for, he used the image of the pickaninny. And a lot of his shows and runways, he would use a lot of just controversial black images, Sambo, Pickaninny, but he did it in a way because he grew up in the South, and he was all about memorabilia when it came to Black history and Black culture. So he used that as a part of, you know, his whole body of work. And he was actually, wait, let me get this right. He made history because he was the first American designer ever to be elected to the Chambre Syndicale. It's France's prestigious organization of designers.
Wow.
Did we know that?
I
That
did not know
chambray.
that.
That's a new word for denim these days.
And then we have Esther Jones. Everybody, we've heard of Betty Boop, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, Esther Jones, she was a black jazz singer, and she's actually the iconic cartoon character Betty Boop is based on her. Okay.
Who knew?
Yep, she was.
Who knew?
Who knew? She was a black jazz singer in Harlem, and it was the cartoon was introduced by Max Fleischer in 1930, and we all know Betty Boop. She's known for her revealing dress, her curvaceous figure, and then she would always do her little boop boop boop.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
and when she sang, she used to do that. Well, along comes this other woman. What was her name? Helen Kane. And Helen Kane kind of copied her stuff. And Helen Kane kind of became known as Betty Boop. Interesting. So she never really got her credit.
So we're getting a Melania on her, huh? Lord.
But again,
That was a good one.
they referred to her as Baby Esther, and she basically died without ever really getting that
Wow,
true
her
recognition.
credit.
And think about how big Betty Boop is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been
She's
obsessed
a-
with Betty Boop since I was
Yeah.
like 6.
She's an American pop culture
Yeah.
icon, and she's white.
Yes.
That's how we see her, but that's not who she was based on.
I knew that haircut with Betty Boop meant
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a Halle
no
Berry.
regular white girl.
Thin curls.
Okay.
That's good. I'm loving this education.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then finally, to wrap it all up, we have Tracy Norman. So, have we heard of Tracy Norman?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we've all heard of Beverly Johnson.
Yes.
Who, you know, she's actually friends
She's
with the
been here
show.
a few
She's been
times,
here.
yeah.
We love her.
Yay.
But Tracy Norman broke a few barriers because Tracy Norman was a transgendered African American model. And Tracy, okay, she got her start because let's see here, she said she was on her way to see a fashion show, okay? And she saw a line of black women, just women in general, standing in line.
Intrigued
So
her.
she ran up, got behind them, and went into the audit. Didn't even know what she was standing in line for. She just had a feeling, oh, something's going on. Ended up, she booked the show. She went on to rock runways in Paris and Italy,
Wow.
everywhere.
That's awesome.
And she's transgender.
Wow.
Amazing.
And this was back in the 70s. So, I I just like to give us a little bit of, a little bit of education, information,
good.
so we know, who paved the way for the Beyoncés and all of this. Because if without these people, we wouldn't have, everything that's we wouldn't be able to do a Hot or Hot Mess.
No,
How about that?
we would
the
not
real
be here.
trendsetters.
Yes,
Exactly.
we would not be
So
here
that's-
at this table.
Exactly. So that's a little Black History
History
Month
Black History
fashion
Month.
facts for you guys.
Well, thank
Hope
you.
you enjoyed it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
That was
All
good.
right, that was
good.
lovely.
Yeah,
All right.
very
Thank you.
educational.
Well, we are making our way to the end of awards season. So just quickly before we head out today, our next show is the Oscars. Who are you guys excited to see on the red carpet at the Oscars?
Excited to see.
The cast of Moonlight.
Yes, like that one.
I'm actually excited to see who else?
I'm brain freeze.
I
right
know. I
now.
just have my brain.
Celebrities thing.
Viola Davis. I'm actually curious because sometimes she.
Yeah, sometimes it's a hit.
She really
sometimes
gets it. And who else?
Anybody?
The cast of Moonlight, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'm actually excited to see the cast of Hidden Figures.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah, all of them. We just saw
Yes, we've been watching Janelle. We'll see.
And yeah.
Actually, it's funny you bring that up because Miss Octavia, she's been wearing a lot of suits.
She has
on
been
the
wearing suits, so that's
carpet.
why I'm hoping that for the Oscar she zhuzhes it up.
I want to see.
so,
I hope
too.
she
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
serves it up. All
Yeah,
three of them.
zhuzhes it up.
Yeah, she-
all the way up, because Miss Taraji, you just never know
Yes.
which direction
You
she's
don't know
going
which way
in.
she's gonna go, guys.
Because
could be
NAACP was one thing, but the next day for the Grammys, she was bejeweled and had
a mini.
yeah,
So-
all kinds of patches or embellishments. It was funky.
All right, yeah.
So
And it's exciting that there's so many people of color,
Yes.
actors,
really
and
exciting.
films that are up this year.
Absolutely.
So this year is Oscars So Black.
do you guys
Okay.
like This Is Us?
Black.
I do, of course.
It is
Yeah, that's a
my
good show.
favorite
Yeah,
show of the
curious
new
to see
season.
them on the carpet as well.
That's a good
Yeah,
show.
Yeah.
and they seem like a good band. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really.
yeah.
That just made me think of something. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys. Well, you will get to check us out and what we thought about all those stars on Oscar night, the day after the Oscars, which is Monday, February 27th,
Oh,
or
20
27th or 28th. I think it's the
28th.
28th.
Only
Okay.
28 days,
Whatever
y'all.
that Monday.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's the
I'm talking about
27th.
the 29th.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be the 27th.
It's definitely not going to be the
Us is
29th.
Sunday the 26th.
Yes.
Got it.
So it'll
Okay,
be Monday
yeah.
the 27th. We will be right back here.
Got
you guys
it.
come check us out. We'll talk about the Oscars and everything that went down on the red carpet. But in the meantime, where can they find you, Miss Deanna?
It's me, Deanna V, Instagram and Twitter.
All right, Ms. Rhonda.
I'm on Instagram under Hot Chick Style.
All right, and you guys can find me everywhere at Stuart Starlet. Make sure you follow us at BHL Fashion 411. You can check out all the pictures we were talking about today, and you can follow whatever is going on with the show. So thank you so much for joining us, you guys. Have
Yay.
a wonderful, wonderful week. I can't believe it's just Monday.
I know.
Right, exactly. Just Monday.
Have a good one,
Lord.
guys.
Feels like
Bye.
Thursday. Bye-bye.
From executives Keven Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in. The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.